Now, I don't suppose that many of you out there know the fun of acting someone who's loathsome to you. Charlie Claxton was the fellow I'm acting in the following story. Is the kind of man most of you would like to kill. I know I would. I've never allowed myself to go that far. But when you hate a type of man that much, it's a great deal of fun to be able to give him a swift kick in the pants by acting him with poisonous intent.
Little rubbernecks safely aboard?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Now just remember, no cabin changes. We're full up. If your brood doesn't like the way things are, you tell him to get out and swim.
You tell him. I'm paid to keep him laughing. Miss Webb, I'd like for you to meet Mrs. Thorpe and Mr. Frank Early.
How do you do?
This is Miss Clara Webb, Mrs. Thorpe. She'll be sitting at our table, too.
I'm very glad to know you, Mrs. Thorpe.
How do you do, Miss Webb? This is my first sea voyage. Till now, I've never been further from Hartford than New York. I'm as excited as a child. Mr. Early tells me he's been to Europe lots of times.
During the war. I was in the Army.
Oh, where are you from, Mr. Early?
Texas?
Oil or beef?
Oil.
I knew it. The tour's going to be loaded with millionaires.
Who else can afford these prices?
Oh, come now. Deluxe prides itself on inventing tour now, pay later. Why, we expect to go out of business any moment.
Good evening, Reed.
Oh, good evening, sir.
Ruth, this is our official host. Apparently it wasn't part of his duties to welcome his guests as they came aboard.
My husband's only joking, Mr. Reed. How do you do?
How do you do? Please forgive me. I was trying to be in half a dozen places at once. Won't happen again.
Till next time.
May I present Mrs. Thorpe?
How do you do, Mrs.
Clara
Thorpe?
Webb,
How do you do,
Mr.
Miss
Frank
Webb?
Early,
Mr. Early.
Mr. and Mrs. Charles Claxton. I hope you're settled comfortably.
Yes, thank you.
Are you by any chance the Philadelphia Charles Claxton?
Guilty.
Oh, the famous lawyer who does wonderful things with money on Wall Street.
I make it if that's what you call wonderful. Right now I'm getting as far away from it as Reed can take us.
This your first tour, Mrs. Claxton?
Outside America it is. We've done enough of the local sights and know how it feels to be taken for a sucker by the locals. I suppose things are about 10 times as bad in Europe, eh, Reed?
People are pretty much the same the world over.
And here we come, like fatted calves to the slaughter, huh?
Not me. I come fully prepared to take on all comers. Do you remember that guide I cut down to size in Mexico City, Ruth?
Which one?
The one who fancied himself with the ladies. I'm surprised you've forgotten that. Tried to tell me that the Emperor Maximilian was French.
So he was, wasn't he?
No, ma'am, he was Austrian. Only the Empress was French. You should have seen the fellow's face when I caught him up on it.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
I said you should have seen his face when I caught him up on it.
Good for you. I'm sure he'll be more careful in the future.
I hope so. Guards are public servants, and if they abuse their authority, they should be jailed like any other public servant.
Have you jailed many public servants, Mr. Claxton?
Well, I do in my time. That's a lawyer's function, isn't it?
It is indeed.
My, I hope it doesn't mean we're going to combine sightseeing with jury duty.
Now, that isn't as ridiculous as you make it sound, Miss Webb. When I prepare a brief, I make it my first duty to have all the facts and authorities at my fingertips. It's my knowledge of a subject that wins my cases, and if that works in business, why shouldn't it work in pleasure?
You mean you're going to set up some kind of kangaroo court every time one of us gets taken by a crafty native?
There's no need. Prevention's better than cure. I brought along a hand-picked research library of travel books, one at least to every place we visit. And what's more, I've read them. The local crooks are going to have to get up mighty early in the morning before they catch me off guard.
Well, that won't leave much for you to do, will it, Mr. Reed?
Oh, I'm not trying to steal anybody's thunder. I lend the books to anybody who wants to read them.
Thanks, but I think I'll just stumble along in my normal ignorance.
I'd love to borrow one or two of those books from you, Mr. Claxton.
Anytime, they're at your disposal.
I'm so glad we have Mr. Claxton with us on this trip. I feel perfectly safe already.
And these are the remains of a villa built by Caesar while he was still praetor of Rome.
Excuse me, but wasn't Caesar pro-praetor at the time he built this villa?
No, senor.
I think so. He mentions it himself in his own memoirs. He donated the villa to the city after he became emperor. It was used as what we might call a recruiting office de luxe.
Is that so?
I'm not so good at history as a senor. I just live here.
Now, come. If I can find time to read up in your local history, you can.
A little knowledge may be a dangerous thing, but too much can get to be a pain in the neck.
Oh, don't be angry with him, Miss Webb. He means so well.
Are we talking about the same man?
Why, yes, dear, Mr. Claxton. I can't help liking him. He reminds me so much of my late husband.
Well, I'm sure your husband never treated you the way he treats that poor wife of his.
It's just his way. I'm sure she wouldn't want him any different.
Well, he's got one supporter.
Isn't it time to go back to the hotel yet?
Nearly. Why?
I need a drink.
Think of all the education you're getting.
Someday he's going to try to educate the wrong fella.
When that happens, you save me a ringside seat.
Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, sir.
This Buddhist procession that we're supposed to see today, what's this in aid of?
Buddha, I suppose. Would you excuse me, please?
Yeah,
It's in commemoration of the death of Buddha, which occurred 2,500 years ago.
that's one theory. According to this life of Buddha that I've been reading,
Just for once. Give someone else a break, will you, Charlie? You've never been to India before. Frank has.
don't bite my head off, Clara. He was in the army then, and soldiers are very much like tourists. They travel physically, but not in their minds. No offense meant, Frank.
None taken.
The point is that the majority of Buddhist scholars believe that Buddha died in 483 BC and not in 544, and that makes these celebrations 61 years too early.
Think we ought to run out and tell him, Frank? It's a shame they're going to all that trouble for nothing.
No offense, Charlie, but are you never wrong?
Not very often, are you, Mr. Claxton?
Oh, I'm not pretending I'm smarter than anybody else. It's just that I take a little more trouble to make sure of my facts.
Boy, am I glad I'm dumb.
I hate to sound silly, but I have my heart set on seeing a snake charmer.
Well, I'm afraid you're out of luck. It's the wrong time of the year. It's too hot for them. They're all up in the hills.
Oh, what a pity.
Is everybody ready? The bus is here.
Ah. Come on, Ruth. You can finish that postcard in the bus.
Come along, everybody.
Come on, let's go. I promised myself a star sapphire, and I'm not going home without one.
Well, you two had better hurry.
All right.
Aren't you coming with us, Mrs. Thor?
No, thank you, dear. The day is a little too hot for me.
Well, are you sure you wouldn't like for me to try to find you a good doctor? Maybe there's something he could give you to stop the heat upsetting you.
Good heavens, I don't want a doctor. I'm just conserving my strength in case we do hear of a snake charmer. I want to be able to go and see him.
I'll keep my eyes open for one. We'll see you when we get back. Goodbye.
Goodbye, dear.
$600, it's a steal.
Oh,
Here comes Claxton. Hide it quick.
Hi there!
No, it's too late.
Well, did you like the procession?
Oh, it didn't spoil it for me a bit that they were 61 years too early. I pretend it was a full dress rehearsal staged just for me.
Oh, good. What you got there?
Just a little something I always had a hankering after.
I know it's that star sapphire you set your heart on. Let me have a look at it.
Sure. Only don't try to psychoanalyze it, huh?
How much did they stick you, or how much did you pay for this?
3,000 rupees. That's only about $600.
You two fellas stood by and didn't try and stop her.
Well, they're not exactly my keepers. What's the matter with my sapphire? I like it fine. And I intend to go on liking it fine, whatever you say.
I suppose you're gonna say it's a fake.
No, it's a sapphire, all right. Very poor quality.
It's blue, and it's a sapphire, isn't it? What else should it have, a TV antenna?
When you take a look at the underside of the stone, you can just see it through the setting. And by the way, never buy an expensive stone that's already in a setting. That's the way they get you. Huh? Ha ha. Thought so.
Here it comes.
You see, the underside of the stone's been touched up with blue paint, and the white star was painted on my hand, but never mind. They didn't rob you outright. You can get $200 for it.
Bless you, Mr. Scrooge. You've restored my faith in human nature.
So now you're an expert jeweler, too.
Here we go again. I'm no such thing. I just happen to have a book that deals with the more obvious jewel fakes in this neck of the woods.
Hey, I thought you said there were no snake charmers around this time of year. Take a look over there.
Come along, then.
Okay, Einstein, how does he fake that? Huh?
I demand notice of that question, Your Honor.
Don't tell me you haven't a textbook on snake charmers.
Sure I have, but I didn't expect to see it at this time of the year. But dinner time tonight, I'll know all the tricks of the trade from A to Z.
Just make sure the snake's read the same book, Charlie. Or he may resent your muscling in on his racket.
Come on.
Good evening, Mrs. Thorpe.
Good evening, Mr. Reed. Come in.
Thank you.
Did you have a nice day?
Yes, thank you. I wish you could have been with us. We ran across an out-of-season snake charmer complete with king cobra.
You did? And I missed him. What a pity.
Well, my job is to keep the customers happy, so I've arranged a special repeat performance in your honor. And you don't even have to set foot outside the hotel. You'll be in the servants' compound tonight at 7. It'll be my pleasure to take you there.
What a kind young man you are. Will you have a drink before you go? Yes. Go out on the veranda. It's cool there now. And I'll phone room service to send up whatever you like. Scotch?
Well, thank you, but let me phone rooms.
No, you're my guest. Sit down and rest those weary feet of yours.
Thank you.
I'd think better of you if you came right out in the open and admitted it. I suppose that's too much to ask.
There's nothing to admit.
You told me that you'd give the marriage a second chance in this store, instead of which you develop a case in the first man you set eyes on.
For the last time, there's nothing between us.
For Pete's sake, Ruth, every time he sees you, he looks like a lovesick buffalo.
May we please stop talking about Frank Hurley?
I get it. It's all in my nasty imagination, and you're the persecuted innocent, as usual.
It's no good. This tour was a mistake, I know it. I'm sorry, Charles. But I want to leave you and catch a plane back to New York.
And do what?
And live my own life and leave you to live yours.
You try it. I'll make it so tough for you you'd wish it never started. There's not much I don't know about the law.
I can't go on like this. I'd sooner be dead.
Other women have had it tougher than you and survived, and shut that door. Voices carry. Don't want to wash any more of our dirty linen in public. Besides, I want to read up on that phony snake charmer.
coming right along. Now tell me about the snake charmer. Does he use music?
Not this one. He hypnotizes the snake with a magic stick.
Oh, that's rather a cheat, isn't it? Well, no matter what method he uses, I'm sure it will be exciting and dangerous. Excuse me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Reed. There's some misunderstanding about the arrangements for the bus tomorrow. It seems the driver didn't know you wanted it before noon.
Oh, I'll be right there. I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me, Mrs. Thorpe. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Don't bother about me. I'm having the time of my life.
Snake very poisonous. This wood very magic. In my language called Jadoo Kalate. Has power over snake.
Hello. Who's for a toe to peg before tipping?
Translate.
Oh, he's offering you a drink.
I've just had one to Frank's 3.
Would you care to join us, Reed?
Well, not right now, thank you. I have to look after Mrs. Thorpe. I left her outside in the compound.
Well, she's escaped. Here she comes now.
Why, there.
Oh, Mr. Claxton, Mr. Reed has been so kind and thoughtful. He went to all the trouble to fetch a snake charmer here for my special benefit.
Not the same one we saw today.
Yes.
He's the very man I want to see. Is he still here, Mrs. Thorpe?
Oh, yes, I haven't paid him yet. I came back from a purse.
Don't you give him a nickel till I've had a little talk with him. If he still wants to be paid then, I'll ante up out of my own pocket. How's that?
Now, don't tell me you know how he does it.
Now, come along and see for yourself. Ah, there he is. Hi. Do you understand English?
Some word?
I want you to run through your act again and answer me a few questions.
No, sir.
Why not?
Snake tired.
Well, you just try rustling this $5 bill at him and see how tired he is.
Finish for today.
Suppose I double it.
What questions you like to ask?
Well, first, that magic stick that you used to hypnotize the snake with, it isn't magic at all. Any old piece of wood would do.
Stick magic.
The thing that hypnotizes the snake is the particular angle at which you hold that stick in front of its eyes. You see, it's the same principle as holding a chicken's beak to a chalk line. In the snake's case, the eyes get tired of just to look up at anything above an angle of 60 degrees. You could hypnotize that snake just as well with the tip of your finger.
Use finger, cobra bite, me die.
I bet you would. Unless you'd pulled out the poison fangs and made the snake absolutely harmless.
Oh, you surely wouldn't have done that.
You want to bet?
This snake dangerous. All fangs still in. Look, I show you.
Ah, I know. You put a loop of thread round its ordinary teeth and show them to us. Not one tourist in a million knows the difference between a snake's ordinary teeth and its poison fangs.
Imagine that. Nobody's been so thorough since my late husband.
Oh, thank you. That's got you stopped, isn't it?
If snake harmless, maybe master no afraid to pick him up. Same way I pick him up.
He's got you stopped now, buddy.
What do you mean? I'll handle the snake.
Charlie, don't be a fool.
The snake's been defanged. It's harmless. Know that as well as my own name. Open your basket and get out, you cobra.
Oh, it still has a good set of ordinary teeth.
So what? Even if it bit me, it'd be as harmless as the bite of a cat. Besides, you think I'm going to back down now and look like a fool?
Pretend that you made a mistake. Just this once.
Now, that makes sense.
Now, keep out of this, all of you. Do you mind? I told you to get out, you cobra.
No, Charlie, don't.
Let's go. What do I want this piece of junk for? sake, look, I told you it's no worse than a cat's bite.
You better have a scene to just the same.
Yes, I'll get a doctor.
I don't need a doctor.
I know, but just to be on the safe side.
You must see a doctor,
Now,
Charlie.
Ruth, will you calm down? I am not poisoned. All this needs is a dab of iodine and a bandage, and we've got both upstairs.
I gotta allow, Charlie, that took a lot of guts. I couldn't have done it myself for $1 million.
Just because you didn't bother to read up on the facts. I'll see you in the bar in 5 minutes.
Come on, Ruth. We've all earned a throat, a peg, or whatever they call it.
Oh, in all the excitement, I quite forgot to pay him. Thank you. Is that enough?
Yes, Ma'am Saab, enough.
Good night.
Well, that is that. I think I had better get him to the morgue as soon as possible. The hotel is a little fussy about corpses in their bedroom. Tell them to bring up the stretcher. Too bad we can't jail the snake charmer.
Can't you?
What would be the charge? Snake charming is not illegal. And he gave this fellow full warning about the dangers of the snake. Anyway, certainly from your point of view, the sooner this is all hushed up and forgotten, the better all the way round.
You can say that again.
I am only sorry for Mrs. Claxton. How is she taking it?
Pretty well. She'll stop over here until he's buried, then fly back to the States.
I will try to make things as easy for her as I can.
I'm sorry. Mrs. Thorpe's asking for Mr. Reed and the inspector.
By me?
I don't know. She's just next door. Did you ask to see the inspector, Mrs. Thorpe?
Yes, I did. I'm leaving the tour here. I was warned before I left not to take the journey. But I felt it was my only chance to see something of the world before I died.
Would you like me to get you a doctor now?
Not yet. I didn't want to die, leaving the world no better for my presence here. There would have been no point in living, would there?
I dare say you have probably done much better than most, ma'am.
I'll let you be the judge. Tonight, the snake charmer told me he had 2 snakes, one poisonous and one not. I'm afraid I paid him 1,000 rupees to use the poisonous one.
Good Lord. Why, Mrs. Thorpe?
I overheard. I knew if Mr. Claxton had had the chance to read up on snake charming, he'd stop at nothing to prove that he was right. As usual. I was once married to a man like Mr. Claxton, and I knew better than most people what Mrs. Claxton really felt.
Well, Mrs. Thorpe died in a Bombay hospital before she could be taken to prison. You know, ever since I first read this story, I've been wondering if Mr. Thorpe died a natural death. Confidentially, Mary Young, the actress who acted Mrs. Thorpe for you so beautifully, thinks he didn't. You'll have to make up your own minds.